All right, here's another Boogin Month video with Sans, Tom, and Adam. When does this get placed in the month? I don't know, but it's more Boogin Month.
Maybe we'll put them in a hat and then pull them out one by one, and that's how we'll do the videos, and it'll all seem weird, and we won't give a crap at all, and Boogin Month!
Yeah. So... We're doing Days Gone. It's like Last of Us, but with motorcycles. Look at these difficulties. Hard 2, Survival 2. What's that about?
Survival, and Survival Junior. And then Survival
Yes.
the Third.
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
So,
that's what
I make the Last of Us joke, but let's watch this Last of Us intro. Where we feel nothing for the characters because we don't know them.
Oh, so someone's going to die at the beginning and no one's going to care because we don't know who they are?
the problem is I have with this is that, like, ever since Last of Us came out, like, a lot of movies and TV shows and, like, video games try to copy it. And, oh. That's loud for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not hearing anything right now.
It is loud from... It's... But this intro is like... Like, you know how Last of Us, like, you had some kind of interaction with your, like, daughter in the beginning?
Yeah.
Like, this is right into it where they're just like, oh, people are dying, and that's what you have to feel sympathy for. Like, I get it, but, like, they have to show some kind of, like, just any way of getting into it is not, I feel like this is really not done as well. It wasn't as done as well as what Last of Us. And you can see they're clearly trying to do it.
Right.
Like, it's clearly starting off at a bad point. And by that I mean, like, oh, like, everything's gone to shit right now.
Yeah, it seems like Last of Us, it builds that whole tension up with the daughter and then her dying, like, very close to the beginning, but it doesn't start off with her, like, already injured or something. So,
yeah.
I understand them wanting to build the tension and want you to, like, feel sympathy for the characters, but if you don't have any build up to it, it doesn't hit as hard.
Like,
so,
no frame of reference.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's these characters, one of them's dying, and feel sad.
Yeah.
Go with her.
And like you were saying before, like this, like before we filmed, when I had mentioned doing this, it's like, this game didn't do that well. Like, this is weird because it's like, this game didn't do well, but it also did enough to the point where people actually want a sequel for this.
Yeah,
but like,
and then I forget who, if it was David Jaffe or whoever worked on it, like, said that, like, well, no one bought it when it came out, so now everyone's clamoring for a sequel. Well, if you don't buy it on day one, then you don't get to say that you want a sequel for it. Well, like, well, what? You can't.
I mean, granted, I got this for free with my PS5.
You can't expect everybody to go out and drop $50, $60, and now on PS5, $70 for a game on day one. Like, there are people that cannot do that. Like,
and
that drop that much on a game right away. So
especially at launch, it was like so many problems with, like, glitches and stuff. Like, this game had tons of problems on day one.
Yeah.
And I think that probably hurt it a lot.
And it was a new IP. You have to realize that you're not gonna sell 1 million copies on a game like that that's got a brand new IP. Is it meant to be a AAA game? Yes, but it's probably not gonna sell AAA numbers. It's the problem with, like, Square Enix and Capcom in, like, the mid 2000s, where it was like they put all this money into a game, and they expected them to sell like 4 million copies. Like, the reason we didn't get a Devil May Cry 5 forever was because Devil May Cry 4 didn't sell like 4 million copies, and it was never going to do that.
Yeah.
It just was not. This was not gonna make the numbers of a Last of Us 1 or 2 in any decade. It just never would have done it. Like, no. I'm sure there are great parts about this game, and I've wanted to play this game. But yeah, even on PC, I think it's like $50 at full price on PC. I'm still not sure I would pay full price for it on PC. Would I, if I'm going to sit down and play it, like if I have nothing else to play, will I spend $25 on this game and give it a shot? Like, I would, $25 is a little bit easier for me to swallow, but...
Yeah, this is a really good game from what I played, because I played this whenever, like I said, when I got my PS5, they gave like a bunch of like games, and this is one of them, and I only played a little bit of it at first, and then just stopped, because I was playing a couple other things at the same time, that I just didn't really have the time for this, and I always wanted to come back to it, but it is a lot of fun. Like, it has like a lot of elements to it. Like, there's the whole like Last of Us, like the clickers, like there's monsters in this that are kind of like that. They have like weird mechanics. There's like a lot of like stealth to the game. And obviously there's like motorcycles, so they actually control really well, except for whenever you're in the mud.
Right.
Like that.
It's not like Ride to Hell Retribution, where like everything about it sucks. That's like the last game that I remember that came out that was like heavily focused on like motorcycle like races and riding and stuff like that. So
that game should have just been a Road Rash game, and that would have been it. That should have just been it.
Yeah. That's a game I would like to play on the channel, is Road Rash.
Road Rash is a lot of fun. I wish they like did more of those.
There was a game that came out maybe like 3 or 4 years ago that was called like Road Redemption or something like that, and it's basically like a giant like over the top Road Rash game.
So of course our first enemies aren't going to be monsters, they're going to be regular humans, which is whatever, but it does introduce like the zombies and all that in this.
No, I'm sure.
Like, we're going to get there.
Well, every zombie or zombie-like story has to have there's the zombies, but the humans are worse than the zombie. Like, that is just a thing in zombie fiction like now. Like, especially since The Walking Dead. And I'm sure I've talked about it before, but it really is like the trope when it comes to zombie fiction nowadays. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, it's like basically whatever, that's like the thing now.
Yeah, and I don't hate it by any means. It's just it's just a thing that it is. It's not. I don't and that's the other thing. I don't think people are like super hot on zombie games anymore anyway. I think the most you'll get like zombie game wise is like either like a multiplayer like type game, or like a mode in a game like you get in like Modern Warfare or something like that.
Yeah. And like in this kind of game, it's like not terrible that turns out it's man kind of situation.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah. We're the Walking Dead. We get it.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
And I'm sure I've said it before.
Wait, why? Oh.
There's the footsteps.
I forgot I'm actually tracking this guy.
Wait, here.
My biker vision.
Tracks are fresh.
Your biker vision? That's so goofy.
Yeah, it's like it's like the Tomb Raider thing. It's like, oh, I can track people. I know how to do this. but I'm just a biker, which seems really weird. But I guess because like the zombie apocalypse happens 2 years later, you just learn this shit, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I understand there has to be a mechanic to, like, help you out and, like, show you what's going on. But
Yeah.
there has to, yeah, I think when you're playing a game like this, you have to have some sort of, like semblance of, like, disbelief that, like, okay, we are playing a game. It's not like the most immersive thing in the world.
Yeah. Just
Oh yeah.
son of a bitch can't aim worth a damn. Son of a bitch. I'm fine, Boozer.
It's not like you're
But,
watching
yeah.
an FMV game and it's like, okay, you make
Yeah.
a choice and then that's it. Like that's your, like you're completely immersed. Like you're making the choice, but it's just like, oh, you're basically just watching an interactive movie or something. So
Yeah. It's not a Telltale. My choices don't matter.
yeah,
I like the character design. Like I like how the character design, the world looks really good. Like I said, once we get to like what the monsters look like, you'll see them. They're not bad. Another thing, like I think like Last of Us did it somewhat better, but yeah, these ones are pretty good. Like these almost look like the Walking Dead Telltale characters, but with like not the cell shaded on them.
yeah, I could see these.
Like
being
some of their
I
designs
could
look like
see
it.
these
Like
being-
that guy, he looks like what's his face, Lenny or Carl, like Lenny or Carl from Simpsons. Yes. What's his name? The one guy that you're like
Oh,
with
God,
for the most
yeah.
part.
I forget his name. I feel like it is Lenny. Oh, okay, we just shot that guy.
Yeah, he's bleeding out, and the monsters are gonna get him anyway, and he kind of fucked us over. Like the point of the game, like the point is that you're, is like, yeah, you're just out here just running jobs for people now, just to survive.
So we're like mercenaries, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
I kind of like the whole mercenary trope.
Yeah,
I kind of like
I don't
that.
mind it.
There's a lot of stories that have like the, oh, you're a mercenary, but then you get sucked up into the war, or you get sucked up into this, and like Final Fantasy VII's like that. Aren't Cloud? Isn't Cloud just like a mercenary, and then he ends up joining like the Resistance, basically after Barrett's like, the world's dying. I'm Barrett. I don't know why that was my impression of Barrett, but
I don't know.
come back for more episodes of me doing my Barrett impression. That's what you all come here for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
there
not
is
gonna lie.
stamina.
I like the look of this game. I like like you said, I like the design of the characters. Like clearly this is 2 years later, and like his jacket has seen a lot of shit. And,
Yeah.
like you can barely see like any of the design on either one of their like vests
Like, they're so
anymore.
faded.
Yeah, because they've been running around doing shit in them this whole time, and like you can't wash them. Like you
No.
like you can't go to the store and buy more clothes. Like you basically have
No.
what you have on your back.
Son of a bitch.
Guessing that's the fuel line, unless you just pissed yourself.
Fuel pump. Yeah, shot up my damn fuel pump.
I noticed that when they were in that cutscene. I'm like, he shot his bike like right where the gas tank should be. Like that
Yeah.
shit should either be on fire or like it's not gonna work. I
Yeah, well.
thought of that immediately when I saw that, and I didn't say anything.
I think I got a better idea. We just get it while we're out here.
What?
Well, Crazy Willie's isn't far from here. Let's just head over there.
What are you thinking?
We're going out hunting tonight anyway. Crazy Willie's as good a place as any.
Okay.
Get him.
Oh,
It's weird that
Oh my.
X was. X was the thing to get out of the thing and do that punch, but then R2 is like the melee.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, this is pretty brutal.
Oh my! I was gonna say the combat seemed very, like, Uncharted, and then you just have a knife and you're fucking cutting people's throats open.
Yeah.
Holy moly! No, no lie, I'm on board right now. I am absolutely on board with this.
Yeah, like I said, it's a fun game.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up on Steam. I want to see how much, because I think that I have it on my wish list. Oh, it's like $20 right now.
I was gonna say, I'm sure it's probably cheaper by now.
Yeah, it's 60% off. It's $50 normally.
Also, yeah, I slightly turned the camera, but like there were like medical outposts, and they were all abandoned that we just went past.
I kind of figured that was probably the plot point, but because it jumps forward in time, it doesn't really like bring that up. So
yeah.
I assumed it was going to get to that, but
yeah, I feel like
Looks like that checkpoint had him backed up pretty good.
with more dialogue with people that I didn't get in touch with yet, that will you will find that out.
hey, Ando, good news.
Yeah.
For anyone who has a Steam Deck, Days Gone is verified on Steam Deck. That's like the first thing that pops up when you look at the announcements.
Okay.
Okay. I'm definitely going to get this then. It's on sale. It's on sale for the next 38 hours, so fuck it, I'm going to
There you go.
Right. See that? See that, PlayStation? You have a satisfied customer. Yes, did I pay for it at full price? No. But did I buy the goddamn game? Yes, I'm doing it as we speak.
Anything here? Ooh.
Like this is like very, very Last of Us.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, if you hold down square, he picks up everything. So that's super helpful.
I feel like that was a thing that happened in The Last of Us, but maybe I'm wrong. It's been so long since I played it.
Can I make anything? No. No. That's it.
Smell that?
Oh, Jesus. There. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, I do like this. This is a whole other feature.
Leave it.
Yeah. Leave it my ass.
Son of a bitch. You're hoping someone's home.
Can I tell you
There's
another
like
thing?
nests.
So, depending on what order these videos come out, one of the other videos we recorded was we talked a lot about liminal spaces. But another liminal space that I love is old abandoned tunnels.
Oh god, yeah.
A couple of times we went on I think when we went on hikes when we were in Boy Scouts, we did every section of the Laurel Highlands hiking trail, like overnight during Boy Scouts. And one part of the trail, there's an old abandoned turnpike tunnel that they actually used to store salt in, like road salt on one end. And then the other end that we went into, there's just like boxes of these like core samples for like rock samples of like, they were just like all over the place. So we were like going in this tunnel, like I think we went in at least like a half a mile or so. And it was just, I just remember it being such a cool experience.
Yeah, I always wanted to like go and like search weird things. Like, nope, not that.
Okay, here we go.
Well, isn't there an old tunnel like in like
Green Man's Tunnel.
yeah, Green Man's Tunnel. We've been there before.
It's haunted.
Heard enough out of you.
There's definitely a
Yeah, that's
picture of me when I had my sideburns where I just shaved my chin. And there's definitely a picture of me in Green Man's tunnel pointing at a spray painted dick on the wall.
Got it. Just keep
Oh,
your
yeah.
headlight pointed that way.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
there's at
like
least 2 or 3 there.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a picture of that, and if there is, you're gonna put it up on the screen right now.
Okay.
You're gonna see not only gonna see a spray painted dick, which by the way makes this video worth it. Second of all, you're
Well.
also gonna see my terrible sideburns. So you're welcome. Ooh, it's a nice head stomp.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I will say, okay, so I just thought about this, because I noticed he's using a knife a lot in combat.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint with The Last of Us is that you never found just like a regular knife. The only time there's a regular knife in The Last of Us is when Ellie has it. And Joel never has he has like a blade that he makes. And then as soon as you use it like once or twice, then it like breaks. And I think that
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a dumb mechanic. I get why they do it because it wants you to like it doesn't want you to like focus on it. But
Yeah.
but maybe the way you get around that is you make it more of you make it somehow more of an incentive to use guns rather than
Yeah, 'cause-
using them like knives in combat or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like knives would almost break the game if you can
Right.
almost like kill anything with it in like a couple, like 1 or 2 hits with a knife.
Yeah, I get it. It's just it's I don't know. I always thought that was a little
Oh.
lame. So
It's like in The Evil Within, it's like knives or any kind of knife or anything is like a one-shot kill for an enemy. Why did it do that?
right.
So it's like that's why it's not really used much in games like this, because it's like, well, you're just gonna make the game way too easy for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something over there.
Maybe the answer.
My biker vision, I found it.
Did you have other melee weapons like bats in that game? I feel like maybe that
In-
was a
In the
in The
in
Last
The Evil
of Us.
Within,
No, in The Last of Us.
I think there were like bats.
I can't remember.
There had to have been something. Because I feel like there was like maybe, I know there was like bottles or like rocks you can like throw at people, but that's
Yeah.
not really the same.
No, DRG, that's my initials. That's weird.
Was that what it was on the license plate?
Oh yeah, it's a DRG. It's weird because that
Yep.
I will be honest, in Pennsylvania, there is a weird amount of license plates that I've seen that have DRG on them.
Nest.
Like I don't remember if I've seen it recently, but I know I used to see it a lot in license plates around here.
You got any shit to make more? Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen one. Throwables. Nope. I don't have enough to make one. Oh, he gives them to me.
Have you ever played the game where you look at like a license plate and like the 3 letters that are on it, you try to like make up a phrase with those like
Oh yeah, I've done it all. Yeah, we used to do it all the time.
yeah. That was another thing we used to do all the time too.
Ready? Here they come.
You doing anything, buddy? You coming out of here? Okay. Wow. That was terrible.
Hey, come on. Get on.
I liked that, like, you shot its arm off and it was still, like, it didn't even flinch when you shot its arm off.
It didn't phase it. No.
That's kind of cool.
I've been thinking about what you said about riding north.
Just saying, you need to get away from here.
I don't understand why they're in nests like that, but I like that that's an interesting, like,
Hell yeah, brother.
that's an interesting thing about, like, I guess about, like, the lore of this world, that, like, whatever the zombies, or I guess they called them freakers, that, like, live in these nests. I think that's, like, an interesting thing. It's something different. I haven't seen it done.
No.
This is crawling.
Here's our stealth tutorial.
I like that old, like, motel sign with the teepee on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like a shitty tourist trap. Also, that's a thing that they don't really do in, like, zombie movies, that they eat each other.
Yeah, that's a
Because that one was clearly another zombie.
That's a bad idea.
You just ride on through. You pull as many of them off as you can. And I go in through the back, down that hill, find the garage.
Shit.
All right, you just give me a few minutes to find the part that I need. You ride back, we ride the hell out. After I kill a few of the bastards.
Swear to God, you got a death wish.
Like I said, not
The
tonight.
mongrels.
Yeah.
I like, that's another, God, that's a cool word. I like mongrels. You go death
right.
wish, boy. Oh, that's cool. I like it gives you a percentage of, like, how much each storyline is, like, completed.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty interesting. I like that, like, it gives you a percentage, because I like to know how much of something I've done. But at the same time, if you do, like, one part and it's like, oh, 25% is done, it's like, I only have, like, 3 more parts of this. I feel like this should be, like, more of the game. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a catch-22, for me at least.
Yeah, no, it's like a good way of, like, telling how much is actually left. Ooh, fuck. And yeah, those, like, smaller ones, they were calling them newts, like, that's the name of them.
Newts.
Shit. I was, like, trying to get around here. Ooh. Can burn this, can I? I can.
Oh,
Because
is
this
that
is a nest.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
definitely
see
is.
it. Yeah. There's a page I follow on TikTok that's just all about guy just, like, goes out in the forest and, like near creeks and, like, flips over rocks. Just like, what's under that rock? It's like, oh, this is a redback salamander. Or, oh, there's a bunch of slugs. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like salamanders.
So this is
and
what they
newts.
do.
Or skittish and
They
usually
don't-
stick out of reach.
So they never attack you if you're full on health.
Oh, so they're
Or if
like
you-
they're like the scavengers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they won't come out and attack me unless they sense danger. But I don't need to go up there for anything, so we're not going to do that. Like, if I had enough Molotovs, I could just blow up the rest of the little nests there, but I'm not going to do it. Because I need to search this area. Which I
No,
should've-
I'm totally here for this game, honestly. I like this a
I
lot.
don't have anything else. Well, I can climb through here, yep.
I like the giant saw blade sitting on that refrigerator.
Yeah. don't need... Oh, I do need to heal. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, this is doing enough similar to Last of Us, but doing enough different that it's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's enough of its own thing to the point where it's not completely similar.
Yeah.
So it's like it's its own thing and it's like completely fine. But it does have the same qualities. Like there are some things that are just like they're clearly going for it.
And I also like that, like, I get that The Last of Us is meant to, like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's trying to emotionally manipulate you, but it's definitely trying to make you feel something. And this doesn't necessarily, like, yes, it wants you to feel something for the characters, but it's not going out of its way to make you feel bad about everything. Like,
right.
Your guy is, like... And they do that with Joel in The Last of Us, where it's like, okay, he's kind of an asshole. Like, he's clearly doing things, like, for selfish reasons and for himself. And, like, yeah, you found that guy and he fucked you over, so you killed him. But it's like... he's like, I'm just trying to get a piece to my bike so I can fix it. Like...
Yeah.
And I guess they do that
literally it.
I guess they do that a couple times in The Last of Us, where they just kind of show like Joel and Ellie being normal. But then it's like it kind of like sweeps that under the rug. Like I think it's the part where they're going through Pittsburgh and they're just like, "Oh, we're driving through Pittsburgh," and then they get fucking ambushed, and that's like the next like 2 hours of the game where they're just like desperately trying to get out.
Was that winter? When they're like in, it was like the winter.
I think that's
area.
Right before winter is what I think it is.
Oh, because winter's Boston, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like that's Boston. Pittsburgh is when they get ambushed and then they meet up with that guy and his dad, and then the kid gets attacked and then the dad like offs himself. I think that's when that happens. So. I feel like that's all the Pittsburgh area. Because once again, like anything like that takes place in Pittsburgh, I'm always like, is there like, are they like doing stuff in the right area? And there's nothing really that like stands. Like they show a couple bridges, and I remember like thinking like,
well, I mean, you can't really not.
Yeah, I remember thinking like, oh, that kind of looks like a bridge that you could like recognize, but it's like not really in the right place for like where they're at in the city. Like they get the aesthetic right, but it's not. It doesn't really like make logical sense if you know like the area.
Yeah, it doesn't line up.
No,
really. It's close enough.
Yeah. It's like in Zack and Mary Make a Porno, where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to work," and they leave like Trafford and like going to the mall, but they're getting out of the car because the hand warmer is like stuck to his balls, so he gets out and he gets out at the parking lot of Ralph's Army Surplus, which is right on.
It's Miracle Mile.
Yeah, it's right near like Miracle Mile, which is like you would be going away from you'd be going away from the mall to actually get there. Like you would literally, like if you were going towards the mall, you would have to like make a left across traffic to get into Ralph's Army Surplus, but they just like make a right. So I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But when you're from an area, like, oh, here's you see that type of shit.
Oh, yeah. I did not want to fight these things to waste ammo, but here we are.
Because there was, oh my god, this is gonna sound really ridiculous. So the Dead Mall channel that I watch sometimes, he hasn't posted in a while, but I remember just like going through his like second channel, and he has a video of him going to locations. I think it's in Philadelphia, and it's locations from the movie Mannequin. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding you. But he's like, oh, this is like the Kaufman's department store, and you can see they did this. And I'm like, that's such a weird movie to be like, here's like where they filmed it. But like, I totally get it. Like if you're from that area, maybe it was Baltimore, because I think he's from Baltimore. At any rate,
Fuck
it was
you, Baltimore.
I don't remember what city it was. No, I don't think they filmed that in Baltimore. I feel like that wasn't Philly. But it's just like, it's very much of like, oh, I'm from this area, so I recognize where all these places are.
Why do I not remember what I have to do here?
I saw a hole up there. Like, go to the left. No, turn around.
No, I know.
Like, right there. There's a hole.
Oh, fuck me.
I thought you saw that.
I didn't. You gonna get back up? No? Okay. Look at this. Look at this tourist trap.
It is a tourist trap.
Got like a little rock collection. Anything else? Ooh. Band-aids. Adhesive strips, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got any adhesive strips?
I just joined a group on Facebook that's all about Clerks the animated series. And it's
good.
It's
I love
just
it.
it's just memes from that, which I'm like, this is the best decision I've ever made.
I feel like I like watched that probably
I gotta dig up my
every once in a while. I have to
I
watch
have to
it.
dig up my copy because it's such a good, like, what a good, like, solid 6 episodes of.
6 episodes,
Oh,
and only 2 aired.
I know. What a weird ass fucking thing. Apparently there are because I keep posting about, because it's a Clerks page basically, they've been posting that like apparently there are references to the animated series in Clerks 3, which I have
Good.
not seen yet, but
Rippers. Boozer. Booze man.
Booze Man. I love Booze
Boozy.
Man for some reason.
Louise Boozman.
Louise Boozman.
All right, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Have we talked on camera about how Louise Guzman
On
as
camera.
it's the best casting I've ever seen. It's like 100% great.
Because he literally looks like the New York Times cartoon version of Gomez. Like that, there's no way.
Symbols of a dead man. Dead symbols of the lost.
Oh, here's your like weird cult people.
It's the one guy from Far Cry 5 where he like carves shit into your chest.
Ugh.
Oh yeah,
like that.
It's one of the weird like cult, like, cause there's like the main cult guy, and then there's like it's like the brothers and sisters. They're not really his like family, but they're basically his like higher ups. And the one guy like
No.
carves your sins into your chest, and then when you absolve your sins by him cutting that off your chest.
Jesus.
It's fucked. There's a scene where he does it to like the preacher character, and it's just like, oh man.
Dead symbols of the lost.
Get off me! Over here!
I wish I still gave a shit about Far Cry games to play Far Cry 6. I don't think I do, but
Yeah. That was fucking weird.
that was really weird. Oh, did you see him teleport? Oh wait, no, those are
did.
2 different guys.
Oh,
How are these guys still alive?
I don't know. I gotta heal. Oh boy. Am I playing on survival too?
No, you're playing on Survival Junior. You're playing on the
that's right.
Scooty Puff Junior.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Bruiser. I'm gonna kill them all.
Bruiser. Fucking come on. Oh my god. Let me help you up.
Like, that sucks.
Fucking rippers.
Jesse and the Rippers.
Yes.
Do you see that giant wall of zombies coming at us?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, they're like right after us now. Because it's getting darker out.
Don't look at it.
Like, if I can move the... See? Look at that.
Oh my god.
That's some World War Z bullshit right there.
Alright, pretty much like we left it.
Not like there's much to steal.
Oh, shit. You know what this is?
What?
Introduce myself.
This is the little, like, lookout tower from Daymare. That guy was talking to his wife and lost his pills.
Shit for your arm. You get my bike. You gonna be okay?
Wait, what? From Daymare?
It isn't. You don't remember Daymare? 1998?
Oh god!
That's what this looks like. It's not, but it looks like it.
With John Hades. My god, John Hades. You know there's a sequel to that coming out.
Shotgun.
Yeah, it's called Sandcastle, isn't it?
Oh my god. Whatever it is, we have to play it and make fun of it.
Okay, you would rather do that than the Ada campaign?
Feel kind of naked without it.
You would rather do that than the Ada campaign.
You know
God damn
what?
it,
I'm only
Bert.
saying I wouldn't play the Ada campaign as a meme now. I'll play the fucking Ada campaign if you want me to. You know what? Tom and Adam aren't here to say no. We're gonna play the Ada campaign.
Okay,
This
good.
is the official announcement for Boogin Month that you will get the Ada campaign at some point on this channel.
Good.
Oh, the world I live in. Oh my god.
All right. Well, that was Days Gone.
So it was.
It was.
Go back to him laying on that bed. His neck looks like it's fucking broken. Like
kinda does.
turn to the right a little bit. Like that. It looks like his neck was broken. Like someone just like pile drived him, his spine severed. Oh my god.
This was a fun game. I do like this. So
Yeah.
I am gonna come back to this, but I looked it up and the game's kind of. I don't think it's a game we would play through on the channel because I think it's kind of long. I think it's like 30, 40 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
long.
It's not gonna happen, but
Yeah.
maybe in like short bits, here and there if we ever decide to. Look, here's your weird rewards locker.
Oh, it's your DLC weapons locker.
I think that's what this is. I don't remember. But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and maybe Tom and Adam will be back.
Tom and
for
Adam
the
will
next
show up
video.
eventually, I'm sure. But
They'll
now,
return in gold member.
yes, they'll return. Yeah, gold member. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's how you end the video. I'm done.
Yep. No, that's the best ending. That's the best. I love it.